Freestyle swimming is often considered the epitome of speed in the water. It gives us some of the most fun races to watch, the 50 free or the 100, where just milliseconds can separate first or last place. But when we really talk about speed, we all know that the fastest way to move in the water is actually with the killer underwaters. But that's a video for another day. So, what exactly separates a good freestyle swimmer from a great one? We're diving into those 6 crucial techniques and strategies that will help you increase your speed in freestyle. Whether you're a competitive swimmer or just looking to improve your time, this video is packed with insight that will make a tangible difference in your performance, especially the tip at the end. So let's get started. First things first, if you want to swim fast, you need to minimize your resistance. And that means with your body position in the water. The goal is to create as little drag as possible. Think of your body as a torpedo. Your head should be in a nice neutral position, aligned with your spine. Your eyes should look directly at the bottom of the pool, not ahead. Believe me when I say that at the end of the pool hasn't moved since you last pushed off that wall. Your body should be flat and streamlined. Any deviation from this position creates drag and will slow you down. To practice this, start with streamline drills, where you focus solely on maintaining a straight line from your fingertips all the way down to your toes. You can even do this on land, using a wall to check your alignment. Remember, the more streamlined you are, the faster you'll move through the water. This is a great starting point when you start talking about rotation from the hips and core to allow for more distance per stroke and to minimize your overall surface area. While positioning yourself in a tight, streamlined, straight line position, notice how your head, shoulders, feet, and hips are all in a nice straight line. I guess all those times our parents told us to stand up straight and not slouch is finally really paying off. This is what we are aiming for in the water. Next up is the catch phase. This is where you really start to generate the power. And the secret of an effective catch lies in maintaining a high elbow position. A high elbow allows you to hold more water, creating a stronger pull. As your hand enters the water, your fingertips should point downwards while your elbow stays high. Imagine you're reaching over a barrel with your arm, trying to give it a nice big hug. This position gives you a maximum leverage to pull yourself forward. Anchor in and pull yourself forward. If your elbow drops, you lose this leverage and your pull becomes less effective, reducing your speed. Practice this with single arm drills, focusing on keeping that elbow high through the catch phase. You'll start to notice a significant increase in the power of your stroke. Watch the elbow here. See how it stays above the hand through the catch. That's what we're looking for. If you want more on how to achieve a perfect high elbow position, check out this video linked up in the top of this. Moving down the body, let's talk about the kick. A powerful kick is essential for speed, but it's not about kicking harder. It's about kicking smarter. The most common mistake swimmers make is having too much knee bend. This creates unnecessary drag and wastes a ton of energy. Your kick should orient from your hips with a slight bend in the knee. This motion should be quick and snappy, almost like a whip. And don't forget about your ankle flexibility. It plays a crucial role in how effective you can move through the water. I like to call this type of kick male slot kicking. It's forcing your kick to fit within a small imaginary rectangle of space. For drills, I recommend vertical kicking to improve your strength and your endurance. as well as streamline kicking to enforce that whip-like motion. You can do this in a variety of positions to build up the core muscles more effectively, like kicking on your back in a tight streamline, on your side, and, of course, on your stomach. I'm not a huge fan of using kickboards, as it often offsets the ability to build the core strength and causes the body to be misaligned, with the hips usually sitting too low in the water and putting too much pressure on the shoulders. So, if you can, try to avoid using a kickboard as often as possible. There are a few good alternatives to a normal kickboard that I'll link down in the show notes below. Take a look at this swimmer for a second. Notice how the power of this swimmer comes from the hips, not from the knees. They have a strong, fast, and efficient kick, and it's not coming from the legs necessarily, it's coming from the core. There's a lot we can learn from this swimmer in this video. One of the most crucial parts of any good or great freestyle is breathing. Breathing is another area where we can shave off precious seconds. The trick is to breathe without disrupting your stroke rhythm. Ideally, we want to minimize the time your head is out of the water. For many short distance swims like the 50 or even the 100, I recommend minimizing that breath count. For the 50, you should work towards only taking one breath or two at the most if you're racing. When you turn to breathe, keep one eye in the water and one eye out. Essentially, the water should sit right about right here in the middle of your nose. A common misconception is that there won't be any air waiting for you if you breathe this low. But as we move forward, as we create momentum and we rotate our body and with that high elbow position and we begin that recovery, a trough, an air pocket forms next to our head. We just simply need to rotate into that pocket of air. This keeps your body rotation minimal and maintains a strong, streamlined position. Also, aim to breathe every 2 to 4 strokes in practice, depending on your distance. Overbreathing can significantly slow you down, while underbreathing can lead to a major fatigue. Practice bilateral breathing drills to become more comfortable breathing to both sides, which helps balance your stroke, avoiding some of that gallop stroke that we saw in the Olympics. It also helps reduce strain on your neck and shoulders. However, you will probably notice that most Olympic athletes do tend to breathe to one side when they race. It is what is natural to their bodies and their swimming type. Your stroke rate, the number of strokes you take per minute, directly impacts your speed. The goal is to find the optimal balance between stroke rate and distance per stroke. A faster stroke rate isn't always better if it compromises your technique. Using things like tempo trainers during practice to find your ideal stroke rate can really help you gain an idea of what a comfortable pace is and where you can gradually increase your tempo while maintaining good form to better perform in races. This helps you find that sweet spot when you're moving at max speed without sacrificing efficiency. Maintaining a consistent rhythm is the key to faster, more controlled swimming. All right, you've made it this far with me. The final tip that will take you from a good freestyler to a great one is how you finish. Those last few meters can make all the difference in your time. I recently took to the pool for my first 50 free in a coach's medley relay in over 20 years, and I even made these critical errors. When you race, no matter what the distance, you fatigue. But if you want to truly be a champion, then you need to accelerate into that wall, don't breathe, keep your head down, and don't slow down for anything, especially once you get within those last 15 meters. Focus on maintaining your speed and power all the way until your hand touches that wall. Practice finishing drills when you're in your practices. Get up to race speed and simulate those final sprints. The goal is to build the habit of finishing the race as fast as you have started it. Remember, it's not over until you hit the wall. Finish every stroke with power and precision. Finish like an Olympian. Fully extend with your head down and reach for that wall to look for that scoreboard. Improving your freestyle speed isn't just about one single change. It's about fine-tuning every aspect of your stroke, from body position to breathing. By focusing in on these key areas, you'll see real massive improvements in your time. So get in the pool, apply these techniques, and watch your speed soar. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your swim teammates. And if you're ready to go deeper into improving your swimming, then it's time for you to check out the Swim Accelerator program. My private swim program is designed not only to help you with your strokes through our one-on-one sessions, stroke analysis, and specialized courses, but also a way to improve your mental game with the sport to help you become more confident behind the block every time you step up to race. Let's keep pushing the limits for what we can achieve in the water. See you next time.